Today we have a 2017 Nissan Altima. We are going to add a new fob. Situation is customer has two fobs. This works 100%. This works with close proximity. Customer must be super close to the vehicle for the remote to work. And this is the fob we are going to be added. Right from the bat, I checked the frequency to make sure that my fob was having the same frequency as their fob. You may have a fob that has a different frequency. If it's the same chip, it's going to start the vehicle, but the remote or the proximity function will not work. So you always want to check the frequency first. And now that we added it, we did that, we are going to start the procedure with Autel. This should be the part number for this key fob. Okay, internet is required before you start the procedure. You can anticipate by turning the emergency lights on, or you can just follow the prompt on the programmer. As far as this opening and closing the door, it really doesn't matter. You can bypass that, it will still work. So let's go ahead and click on immobilizer, say yes to the disclaimer, go to Asia. This is a Nissan, find Nissan. All right, automatic selection. So let it do its thing. Is going to progress until 100%. Meanwhile, you want to know that for Nissan, every fob that is programmed to the car needs to be reprogrammed to the vehicle. Otherwise, any fob that is not present at the time of programming would be disabled. So the first fob that you start the programming with is going to be the fob that you end up the programming with, because you got to seal it, and you're going to seal it with the first fob that you added when you were doing the procedure. So we are going to try the procedure with these rubbers. Hopefully they don't interfere, or we can just remove them. And I'm going to remove an emergency key from one of the keys to make sure that I recognize which fob are which. This one is the perfectly working one, this one is the half working one, and this is the one we're going to be adding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the emergency light from this, and this way I can remove the rubber from all of them, and I will be able to know exactly what fob is which. Still in progress. The menu is now displayed. You can do immobilizer status scan if you want to scan the immobilizer system, know the number of keys and everything. Otherwise, you can just come to hot function and click on smart key learning guided, and you are going to click on start. You are going to be prompted to put the key on the button. This is the disclaimer that I told you about. Every fob needs to be there before programming. The ignition is already off. Place the back of the smart key right next to the ignition, and then we are going to press OK. I'm going to use my finger to do that. All right, we're going to press the button for 2 seconds or more, and the ignition switch will switch on. So once the dash come on, you release the button, and we click on OK. Everything is normal, so you say yes. Now we are going to turn off the ignition for 3 seconds. You just press once and release it, just like that. And upon doing that, this is the part when programming is going to start. You want to pay attention. Right there, there will be a security light that will be flashing. If it flashes 5 times, it's a good sign. So let's go ahead and do that. It's been more than 3 seconds that we've been waiting, so we're going to click on OK. All right, so let's just click and leave the button. You don't press, you just click on it like this and leave it right next to it. And security light flashed 5 times. You say OK. And this is programmed, okay? So we are going to put the first program fob right here because we have to finish programming with this fob. So we are going to say yes, we want to program another one. Let's turn the ignition off for 3 seconds. Now let's get our second fob ready for programming. Click OK. We are going to do the same thing we did earlier and watch for the flashing light 5 times. So this fob was successfully added. Yes. Yes. Yes, we want to program one. So this is the second program fob. Now we are going to add our fob. Before then, let's click on turn the ignition off. It is off. Click OK. And do the same thing with our fob that we're going to add today. If the fob is recognized, it should also flash 5 times. Okay? So this was successful as well. We are going to say yes. And then we don't want to program any other fob, so we're going to say no. And we are going to switch the ignition off for 3 seconds. Say okay. Now remember what I told you. We need the last fob. This buzzer sound is going to seal the programming and tell you that everything is programmed. So we're going to say yes, and we're going to turn it off. And as you can see right there, the key registration is complete. All right, so now we are going to test our fobs. Okay, second fob, the one that wasn't working very well from the customer. And now third fob, the one that we just added. Everything works. All you have to do after that is just remove each 2 keys out of the vehicle and start the vehicle with each key that is within the proximity area to make sure that each fob is able to start the car. So this completes the procedure. 2017 Nissan Altima. It's also good for 2018. Thanks for watching. We're going to perform some testing. Let's remove our original fobs out of the vehicle. That's the trunk. I heard the trunk opening. That is good. Let's get in the car. This is the only fob in the car right now. Leave it on the lap. And the vehicle start. Do the same thing with the other fob to make sure that everything is well programmed.